We're doing a lot of good things out there, but we're making a lot of little mistakes. Our rules are never to leave corner shooters. We didn't do a great job on our high pick and rolls, and we talked about that. 50-50 balls, and then our turnovers. We allowed them to shoot 41%, which is great, but we just had a lot, and then 30 points or something like that in transition. So a couple of things that we've been talking about and emphasizing from day one. So, all those things are fixable, and there's things that we've been talking about, and we're just going to continue to work on them.
What did you think of Jeremy Lin, who really had his first chance to play?
I thought he looked good. A little rusty in the first half, but I thought his energy was great, and I thought his effort was great. So, he's got another one tomorrow. We'll see how he feels. And then Friday, so he'll get a chance at it, hopefully 3 straight preseason games under his belt, and then we'll go from there.
You took Kobe out at the end of the game, and you've talked a lot about you're keeping an eye on his minutes, so that made sense to everybody. If that was a regular season game, what do you do then?
I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But I told him in overtime, I said, I'm gonna give you a couple of more minutes. You're at 31 right now. I'm gonna give you about 33, for the night, and then we're gonna call it. He'll play less tomorrow, because he wants to play the back-to-back, and I think he wants to just see how he feels. But yeah, preseason game, regular season game, I know that decision might have been a whole lot tougher, but tonight it was easy.
He was 1 of 7 at halftime. I mean, you've seen him do this a million times. We all have. But he had his legs late. I mean, that's the type of thing that you worry about when you take a year off. What do you think of his late game performance?
I thought it was great. In the first half, he told me he was just trying to gauge to see how they were going to play him, which is Kobe. So second half, he had a real good feel, a real good idea, hit some great shots for us. Like you said, his legs look good. Which is, to me, the biggest sign. When you're in the fourth quarter and he was able to elevate and get his shot off the way he was able to do it, then that just tells me that his legs are coming back.
Byron, how do you evaluate Wes's game tonight?
It was a little bit of the good, the bad, the ugly. He did a little bit of everything. I mean, he had some great moments, he had some good moments, then he had a couple of bad ones. And I'm not even thinking about the free throws. That's a part of the game, but the turnovers. He has to do a better job of taking care of the ball. And that's something that we talked about, and he has to be a little bit more comfortable in that situation. So, late I thought he was great. He hit some big shots for us, and but just the turnovers are things that he can control.
You talked pregame a little bit about his confidence and all that, the fact that after he missed those free throws, he made some shots. Do you see that as a sign of growth in any way?
I think every game he's getting a little bit more comfortable, and his confidence level is getting higher and higher. It's like I told him, I expect big things from Wesley. And if he makes a mistake, I'm not going to pull him out for making mistakes. As long as his effort and his energy stays up, I'm happy with that.
How about on defense?
I thought he played pretty good defense tonight. We talked about some of the angles where he has problems when he gets beat, but I thought tonight he did a much better job. But we still gave up middle penetration too many times, which hurt us as well. But like I said, all the things that happened tonight are fixable. And still with 11 seconds left in the game, we still have a chance to win the game. Or really kind of put it out of reach if he knocks down both, but wasn't able to do that.
Do you see Jeremy as your closing point guard late in the game, or is this just kind of seeing how he works?
This was just more of, giving him a chance to play 20-something minutes and giving Ron a chance to get some rest. So we'll see how both of those guys feel tomorrow.
Is that Davis showing you a little bit more of what he can do each time he's out there?
Not really. I mean, I know what he can do, and he's done that every single preseason game. He comes in with a ton of energy. He's a guy that can protect the paint for us. He blocks shots, and he's athletic enough to finish around the rim as well. So I'm not surprised with what Ed has done so far. He's done a good job every time he's been able to play.
Are you happy with the three-point shots that your team is taking? You're taking a little more every game. It seemed like today you used it as a weapon. You didn't shoot as many as they did, but I don't know if anybody will shoot as many as they do.
Right.
But as far as you want to use the three, you happy with the way it looks?
So far, I can't complain the way the shots that we're getting from three. I obviously would like us to shoot a better percentage from there, but I think that'll come as well. And again, a lot of this stuff is new to a lot of our guys. So 3 weeks into it, they're going to be a little rusty offensively, and some of the spacing is going to be a little choppy at times. But again, they're getting a better feel for it, and each day we get a chance to work on it, they're going to get better at it on both ends of the floor.
Jeremy,